Are you bored of these same old Roblox games? If that sounds like you, then this video is perfect for you. In this video, I'll be showing the top 25 Roblox games that will cure your boredom. And if any of them do, don't forget to like and subscribe and enjoy the video. This first game is Dingus. This game is probably one of the best games on this list, as it's one of the most well-made games I know. In this game, you can either be a hider or a hunter. Hiders have to do tasks and act like an NPC, where the hunters have to hunt the hiders that look suspicious. This game has different maps and 2 different game modes to keep you from getting bored. So if you like the sound of this game, I recommend you go play it. It's one of my favorites. This next game is Rail Frenzy. In Rail Frenzy, you and your friends have to keep a train from derailing. To do this, you have to gather resources to craft a rail and place it in front of the train before it crashes. The train can also overheat, so you have to make sure you cool it down before it does. You can also upgrade the train to make this easier. This game is also one of my favorites and it's really good to play, so I suggest you give it a go. This next game is Together. This game is crazy, yet so fun. In this game, you have to complete different puzzles, working together with your friends to solve them. This game has different levels that get harder each time, and somehow your friends get more incompetent each time. This game is very fun to play with your friends, so I suggest giving it a go. This next game is Burger Game. In this game, you're running a burger shop with your friends, trying to make profit each day without going bankrupt. In this game, you have to cook and manage different orders, manage stocks, and trying to make enough money without going bankrupt. Because if you do, it's over for you. The 5th game on this list is Loco Official. This game is basically just Yino in Roblox. But this game does have a few twists, and it can get crazy while playing. So if you're bored, don't know what to play, then this is a game you can play with your friends, whether you're doing solos or teams. This game is When The. When The is a really good copy of Natural Disasters. This has so much more crazy disasters, some of them a little offensive, but who cares, and so many more maps. It's basically Natural Disasters, but 100 times better. This game is really fun and interesting, and I recommend playing it. Entrenched is a game based off World War I. This game is so fun to play with friends or just by yourself with other people in the game. This game is based off World War I's trench warfare. This game has 2 different teams versing each other on different maps. In the game, there's so many different roles, with each one being as important as the other. To win this game, whichever team has the most territory wins. This game is really fun to play, and also it's created so many funny moments, which honestly I didn't expect for a game like this, but it's worth giving it a go. This next game is NOK Car. Sounds like I'm speaking a different language. This isn't Dusty Trip, and it's sort of like Dusty Trip. Honestly, I never played Dusty Trip. I played this instead. In this game, you and your friends have to drive along the highway, collecting stuff, while avoiding being killed by the monster that's chasing you. Now, this game can be scary at some points, but it's 100% worth playing. Horrific Housing. This is an old one from 2020, but it's still so fun to play. In this game, you're given your own plot to survive on while different random disasters happen to you. And whoever survives last wins the game. This game has so many different game modes to keep you from getting bored of it. And I don't know where I died off. It's still really fun to play. So if you want to play this, give it a go. It's still really good. Game number 10. This game is Stay on the Cube. In this game, you have to stay on a cube, the map changes, but mainly stay on a cube while flying balls fly down and destroy the cube. The cube also rotates, so that adds so much challenge, yet makes it so much better. This game is fun, also really difficult, but it's worth playing. This next game is Super Golf. Super Golf is a golf game that you can play with your friends or random people in the server. This game also has a lot of different maps you can play on, so you can change up the game. This game is a really good game to play with friends if you're looking for something. Now this game is a horror game that you can play with your friends or random people. In this game, you're trapped inside all night until the morning. To survive during the night, you have to close your eyes to fix all the anomalies. If you do this successfully and fix all the anomalies, then you can escape. This is a good horror game to play with friends or just random people with voice chat. Now we move on to the obbies. This first obby is Hang Tight. In Hang Tight, you have to use your hands to grip onto a rope and climb up a mountain. Most of this game, you'll be hanging from a high distance, so you do not want to let go. Otherwise, you're done for. This game can be so painful, yet so good. So if you're looking for something, give it a go. This next game is Seraphis. Seraphis is an obby you have to complete with a boulder behind you. This boulder is tied to you by a rope, so it swings around a lot. You have to make sure this boulder doesn't go off the track, otherwise it pulls you off with it. and that's when it gets painful. This game is a fun game to play. Yeah, it's challenging, but it's still really good. This next one is Obby, but you're a bird. This next game is just an obby with low gravity, but it does give an interesting twist to a normal obby. If you're looking for something to play where you're gonna have a funny, great time, then this game is perfect. This game is voice control. In this game, you have to complete an obby by using your voice. This game does need voice chat, but it's still worth getting for this game. How this game works is the louder you scream, the higher you jump. So make sure you don't play this in the middle of the night because you're going to be loud. So yeah, this is a good game to play with your friends or just on a random server because you can hear people screaming all around you and it's great. Now we move on to the 2-player obbies. This first 2-player obby is one of the greatest 2-player obbies I've ever played. In this game, you and your friend have to transport a piece of glass without smashing it. If you smash it, you go back to the last checkpoint. There's different challenges such as rolling cars, a river you have to cross, and even random civilians getting in your way. This game is great to play with your friend, but it can be so painful when you don't listen to each other. This game is great, so go get a friend and give it a go. This next 2-player obby is Journey Bound. Journey Bound is a game where you're both in minecarts and you have to complete an obby without snapping the rope attaching you twos. This game can be so painful at some points. It took me half an hour to pass one part, but it's good. It's good. It's good. Trust. It's actually really fun and I suggest giving it a go. Just make sure you don't rage quit. Don't give up. It's worth it. Trust. Now we got Wormy. Wormy is a 2-player obby where you and your friend are both opposite sides of a worm. I know it sounds weird, but you have to work together to complete an obby while stretching and biting into the ground to get further along. It doesn't even make sense, but you know, you'll get it when you play it. So I do suggest giving it a go because it is pretty fun. Game number 20 is Tandem. Tandem is a game where you and your friend both control a bike, one of you driving and the other one steering. In this game, you have to navigate your way through an obby without falling off the edge, which apparently was a challenge for us. Although this game might seem hard, it's worth giving it a go, and I'm suggesting it because it is fun. This last 2-player obby and obby in general is In Control. In Control is an obby where one of you is controlling the keyboard and the other one is controlling the mouse. This game is challenging, difficult, but also really fun. This game can suck at some points, but it can also be really, really funny at some points. So I do suggest giving it a go because it's 100% worth it. Now, to finish it off, we got old nostalgic games that still would be fun to play. This first game is Hotel Elephant. Hotel Elephant was a game back in the day where you'd just chill in a hotel. In this game, for some reason, it had gambling. I don't know why. It also had boats, a clothes store, and secret rooms around the place. If you want to revisit this game, trust me, it will be fun and it will be a good thing to do when you're bored. This third last game is Prison Life. Prison Life is a game I'm sure we all know, but when was the last time you played it? This game, if you go revisit it, it will be fun. In this game, you have to survive a life of a prisoner. I know this game is a bit overrun by hackers, but if you've got nothing else to play, this game will cure your boredom. The second last game is a game that I used to love as a kid, and honestly, I haven't played it since, but I should. It's still a good game. This game is Blocks Hunt. Blocks Hunt is basically prop hunt, where you would turn into a prop and disguise in with your surroundings. Or you could be a seeker and seek for the people who are props. This game is worth revisiting as it's still fun to this day. It just died off because it's old. And the very last game, I know it's only from 2018, but I still see it as old. And it's got a special place in my heart because I love this game. This last game is Backpacking. Backpacking is a game where you would get a van and go find a place on this massive map to go camping in. In this game, you could go camping with your friends. I used to do it with my little brother. And you just find a place to chill out. You could do stuff like hang gliding and kayaking, but this was just such a chill game to play and I used to love it, and I suggest you go revisit it. Anyways, that's all for this video. If you found any game that you like, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Like the video and I'll catch you in the next one.